Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Tobey. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I work with individuals and couples and help them navigate the big emotional world that might be causing them problems in that moment. And part of the techniques that I use is a modality called parts of memory therapy that is very powerful in helping people navigate those big emotions. And I teach that to my interns. I teach it to other therapists and coaches so that they have those powerful tools to use as well. One of my students is Miss Taylor Andrews, and she's here with us today. And I want her to be able to tell us a little bit about what she's using with parts of memory and the other modalities that she uses in her practice in helping people. So, Miss Andrews, welcome, and tell us a little bit about how you help people.
Thank you for that introduction. I'd be happy to tell you what we do at TaylorMade Coaching and Consulting is we help our clients achieve their dreams tailor-made to them. That is the core of what we do. We help our clients locate their goals, their values, and their desires. And if there is anything inhibiting them from reaching those goals, which most of the time there is, we
Right.
help dig deeper and we find out what are your negative blocks, what are your limiting beliefs, what are the big emotions that you're dealing with, feelings, or even mentally thoughts that are keeping you from achieving these dreams, these desires, and goals. Once we do that, it is quite easy to implement those positive feelings about oneself and their ability to achieve the desires that they have, and it helps them reach their maximum potential.
That sounds awesome. I think we can all use that. And I know what you're talking about with setting goals and for some reason we just can't get there for whatever reason. And sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know. But it sounds like you're able to kind of help the person figure that part out and also work through it. So that's pretty powerful stuff.
Absolutely. Yes.
You mentioned values and how that kind of fits into goals. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't really take into account their values um, and their goals. I think that sometimes we just set a goal and this is what I want to do, but sometimes it's not aligned with who you are as a person, not aligned with your spirit and what feels good for you. And so a lot of what we do is helping people identify what are your real core values? What is your belief system that is true and authentic to you? And how can you go out and achieve the things that you want to do while remaining true to yourself? Because if you're constantly in conflict with yourself and your values, it's going to be that much harder to achieve that goal if you kind of have that inner war inside.
Wow. So that's very useful for attaining goals. And I can see what you're talking about. If your values don't align with your goals, it might be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You also mentioned blocks. Can you tell
Yes.
me or talk a little bit about what that looks like or what that is?
Absolutely. So, for example, say Mr. Toby, you were to come into my office and say, my whole life I wanted to be a fantastic, successful painter, and I want to be that now. Well, the first thing that I would ask you is, well, why aren't you? Why aren't you the successful painter? Well, and you're going to sit and think, and you're going to hear a little voice, and it's going to say, well, I'm not that great. I'm not a great artist. Well, that's where most of our goals stop, right? Because we get hit with a dead end. I want to do something, and then our brain tells us, nope, that's not going to happen. It's not going to work out that way. So what we do at TaylorMade Coaching is we find that negative block and we find the memory that's associated with that feeling and that thought and that thought process belief system. And we really try to make it a neutral feeling for that client. So once we do that, we can really implement the things that we desire. I am a great artist. I am a great painter. I am worthy of being successful. All of these good things that we want to feel and have be true to us.
And if you can feel it, you can do it. Is that kind of the
Absolutely.
idea? I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And feel it. If you can think it and you can see it, it's yours.
I like that. So, do you have any workshops coming up that might help us with that idea?
Absolutely. I actually have a Manifestation 101 workshop coming up in November. It'll be November 13th, just a couple hours. And it is my manifestation workshop. And we go a little bit more into how to really align yourself with your dreams and desires. We're not just talking about goals, we're talking about dream big. and it is starting within. So we are going to be talking about blocks, values, goals. What do we really want to do? But it's going to take us from here to here.
Nice.
We work a lot with the law of attraction, and just being able to align yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically with your dream life that's out there somewhere just waiting for you to tap into.
Nice. I know you mentioned alignment several times, and that idea makes sense. If we're not aligned, then we're going in different directions, and that would imagine make it harder to accomplish your goals.
Absolutely. If we've got energy going in all different places, it's really hard to focus and set it into one direction. So once you're able to align with your values, your intentions, and your goals, really the only way is up. Once you put
Nice.
in that effort and you have yourself lined, it's just you go up. You go up and it happens.
That sounds awesome. I think that's a good system, and I can feel the excitement about how that alignment might feel to be able to just go forward and do what you want to do and not
Absolutely.
have all that emotional blocks and difficulties and things like that. So I think that's a valuable ability to do that for people.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today, and I appreciate you talking about what you're doing. And I wish you all the best. I know you're going to help lots and lots of people.
Thank
So
you so much. I appreciate you for taking the time to meet with me today.
where can we find you at? Do you have a
Absolutely. You can find us on Tailor Made Coaching on Instagram, also Tailor Made Coaching and Consulting on Facebook. And you can also find me on my personal page at www.tailormadecc.com.
awesome? Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful day.